prize to take. So we both on the floor, but you ain't never played. You a fan, have a seat, sit down and watch the game. I'm black, Iverson, yeah. When I started balling, I was sliding.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now Sacramento's starting five. At the guard positions, Mitchell and Monk. Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, sliding in at the wings, it's Mitchell and Bogdanovich. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Conley. Wow, we're getting close to the playoffs now, and I got to believe, Brent, there's a big difference between playing in the regular season and the postseason.
Oh, man, that intensity ramp up, Kevin, is something else, and round by round, you get more and more attention to it. The matchups become more and more significant. It is an awesome feeling and a privilege to have an opportunity to play in the postseason in this league.
Now, here's Mitchell, following the miss by Michael Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. That one's not going to go. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Sacramento.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Murray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I like seeing Monk set his teammates up. A part of his game that I think he's got to continue to improve.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Anderson in the post. He's covered by Murray. It's good.
Capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Monk finds Murray. King's moving the ball around. Kept alive. And it's Murray with the jam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
So it's the Jazz now. Sacramento making their last shot. Scooped up.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. On its way from Monk for 2. Anderson against Murray. The shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
What an incredible elevator. Don't tell Mitchell he's 6 feet. Donovan plays way bigger.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Mitchell. The Kings getting the bucket. Good.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
It's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Anderson outside. This one for 3. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one drops for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jazz trail by 6. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Jazz. Vanderbilt comes in for Anderson, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Mike Conley. Then for the Kings, Trey Lyles comes in for Murray. Davis is subbed in for Monk.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Sabonis, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So both teams changing it up here. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Kings.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And here is Lyles after Jordan Clarkson hitting the 3. And here's Davis for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Beasley outside. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Beasley. 5 to shoot. Utah getting another chance here. The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
That one falls.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. 8-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Sabonis. And Metu subbed in for Lyles. Count that one.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Herter passes to Clarkson. And here's Beasley. Jazz passing it around. Clarkson against Davis. For 3, Beasley. And Davis pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 8. Down low. Drops in the layup for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Jazz have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Beasley outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Kings. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Herter. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Jazz trail by 10. Beasley with a clean look. And it's off from three-point range. Davis, the pass to Metu. Here's Herter. Holmes kicks to Davis. Again, the miss by the Kings. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lens checked in for Metu. Jazz shooting to start out this game about 43%. Here's Schroeder. Holmes with the steal. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Mitchell's got 5 now.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now the pass to Gay. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Gay with great concentration, even with the hand up there, sees around it, sees through it, still scores.
Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
Make some noise and get out of your seat.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Kings leading now by 13. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. At the guard positions, Mitchell and Monk. Lyles out there with Alex Len, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now, the key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Len. In the corner, it's Monk. Back to Barnes. On the wing, Monk. Here's Len. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Anderson against White. Anderson's shot is off. Kings leading now by 17. Monk, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
And the basket is good.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Lyles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Lyles got his first bucket in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Floats one up, and it's laid up and in by Anderson. Anderson's got his second bucket.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward that's got some nifty dribble moves.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
It's stolen by Lyles.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Pretty reliable from that area on the floor. Harrison Barnes comfortable rising up and shooting from there.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Defended by Sabonis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. Now, Mike Conley was a first-time All-Star in 2021 and is still a top-tier point guard. His teammate Donovan Mitchell says, when you have a guy like that who can control the game, it makes my job easier. Mike always has a feel for what's needed. He's big time. Kevin, back to you.
What an important influence he is on that team. Such a big part of what they do. GA, thanks.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And Mitchell drops them both. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Sabonis finds Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And prior to playing in college, Sabonis played professionally in Spain.
That's such a head scratcher. I mean, 16 years old. I mean, here you'd be getting your license. There, Sabonis was playing in professional leagues against grown men. So that experience certainly has helped him both in college and for sure being a pro now.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Michael Conley.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And he's good on the second.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Mitchell, who picked up 27 points in their last win against Boston.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over. And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
Mitchell dishes to Barnes. Monk for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clarkson outside. Passes it to Schroeder. Utah moving it around. Clarkson outside. Over Mitchell. No good from 18.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Great move off the dribble from Schroeder there to lose the defense.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Trey Lyles. Davis is checked in for Monk. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Mitchell. Murray finds Barnes. Outside for Murray. Back to Barnes. And here's Davis for 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball is his primary weapon.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Keegan Murray shooting. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Kings shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Here's Holmes. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Holmes got his first points of the night. The Jazz have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. On the wing, Barnes. In the corner. Herter with it. Shoots over Schroeder. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
I love the unselfishness. And you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 6 assists in the game. Beasley outside. Pass to Clarkson. Puts it up. That shot misses. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Feeds it to Murray. Sinks that one from the post. And 12 points for Keegan Murray.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
How about the instincts by Herter right there, making a difference on that end?
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. For Utah, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Both teams will make substitutions.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Takes a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. And the pass to Merrill. And here's Davis for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah? And that's going to do.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Monk. Sliding in at the wings, it's Mitchell and Bogdanovich. Then it's Conley, then there's Anderson. That's the group right now for Utah.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Mitchell outside. Mitchell against Conley. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Rebound by Murray. Sacramento's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 13 points for Malik Monk.
And he's an explosive guard who isn't afraid to test the defense. Heads-up play there from Monk.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Kings moving the ball around. They get it back. Murray, the pass to Sabonis. Another shot. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Sabonis has got 6 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mitchell outside. Over Monk. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Kings. Murray finds Davis. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Takes the three. The rebound by Anderson. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Bogdanovich. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
To the paint, here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Kings making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Goes up off the inbound, and Anderson slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Mitchell outside. Bogdanovich looking around. It's good. Bogdanovich has got 7 points here in this quarter. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Even before his regular season debut, Brent, Davion Mitchell was grabbing attention.
Well, Davion was named the Co-2021 Summer League MVP, an honor that recognized his promise, but also a showing and signs of what he was going to do when he got to the NBA, and that was wreak havoc defensively on guards who don't like a lot of pressure.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Jazz. And a change for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Murray. Here's Conley, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That free throw, no good.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Mitchell kicks to Monk. Holmes trying to free himself up. And there's Monk on the assist by Mitchell.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Trey Lyles checked in for Sabonis. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Conley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Conley's got 7 points.
And the craftiness of Conley has such a strong feel for when to go to that floater.
Moves back up, and he sinks the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Bogdanovich passes to Anderson. Lets it go with a three. And Utah, another three.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Holmes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmes got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Anderson slams it in.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Mitchell. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. He's got 10.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Vanderbilt's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Malik Beasley comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Mike Conley.
No problem from Harrison Barnes. They're getting up and throwing it down.
Here's Clarkson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. A lot of talent indeed, and Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony is born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn borough.
Good ball movement here by the Kings.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Medu, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Beasley outside. Fade away. And too long on the shot.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
4th team foul.
Gay finds Schroeder. Clarkson looking for an opening. Pocket 6. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Well, at 175 pounds and lanky, Schroeder still has some strength, especially on those tough finishes.
Lets it go from deep. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Barnes. And here's the break. Here's Herder. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Herder getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clarkson outside. Now here's Schroeder. Monk defending. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Schroeder last year accepting his role of coming off the bench and being a scorer. So whatever it is the coaching staff is asking of him, he's willing to do it.
Here's Herder. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Beasley on the wing. Off the left rim and out.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Herder passes to Murray. Just 3 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this young guy is a handful to deal with. Murray is so skilled at drawing fouls.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And so it's Sacramento with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Kings, the wing set for them, Herder and Murray. Rashawn Holmes out there with Lyles. And it's Merrill in at the 1. Rivers passes to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Holmes.
Rashawn inside that size now making a difference.
Vanderbilt misses. Here's Lyles. And the layup is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Sacramento foul.
And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
And here are the Kings now. Lyles kicks to Herder. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Holmes. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rivers gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Passes it to Herder. Murray outside. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Schroeder. The 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And it's Beasley in the corner. No good with the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Murray, good.
And NBA ready as a rookie, Murray can do damage from deep.
Pass to Rivers. Now here's Beasley. And the rejection by Holmes. Murray finds Holmes. Picked away. It's Beasley on the wing. Good. Nice job down low.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Merrill passes to Holmes. Yep, it counts.
And Holmes operating around the paint.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Beasley outside. There's the pass to Rivers. Now Vanderbilt guarded by Holmes. Rivers against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Beasley for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the 1st quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the 2nd and making them pay.
Pass to Holmes. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And I love the edge that Rashawn is playing with right now. It's what helps him capitalize through contact.
Beasley outside. He kicks to Rivers. Passes it to Vanderbilt. And it's Beasley in the corner. Yes, that goes in.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Herter gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Stolen away. And now the Kings fast break. Murray surveying the D. The three-pointer, no good. Utah's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gay comes in for Vanderbilt. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Beasley. And then for Sacramento, Lenz checked in for Rashad Holmes. Metu comes in for Lyles. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Murray.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Bazemore for 3. He's off on that one. For Utah, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Got that one up quick. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, a versatile attack and a change of speed guard. Once Schroeder gets things going, the opposition could be in for a long night.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Shooting for Sacramento, Kent Bazemore. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And really, it's hard to guard a guy like Bazemore because of how high he can get up. His athleticism is just boundless.
That free throw missing.
For Utah, Rudy Gay.
And he sinks the second. Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Herter passes to Len. Launches a 3. Rebound, Utah. Gay's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rivers. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Fontecchio. He feeds it to Gay. Len with the block.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Inside. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Rivers. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Now here's Herter. He's guarded close. Metu, and he banks in the layup.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. The pass to Rivers. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Good instinct shown there by Rudy Gay, using some of his street smarts. Can't afford to be careless with the ball around him.
And here's Barnes for 3. That shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
Len's shot is off. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Sacramento.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
Here's Rivers, and he makes the 8-footer.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Here's Herter. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Rivers. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Medu. Trying to get open his Len. A nice shot by Medu.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rivers against Barnes. Rivers can't get it to go. Passes to Herter. Jacks up a 3. Misses. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.